Bib team are ready. The red team are still discussing tactics.
You 1 by 1.
6-5. Great disc there from Haley Dowman. And a great disc for the score. Unorthodox backhand down the line.
Oh, and Cammy scores the basket.
Right, keep score. 1-0 to the Reds. 1-0 to the red team. And they start us off with a nice pull. Great grab from Lewis. He pumps it into the end zone, but it's an incompletion. Chris Polly using all his height there in that play. Great poachy D there by our very own Martin the Rain McLean. So good we even gave him a nickname. But he scoops it up into the end zone and it's an incomplete play. A floaty Huck there from Martin the Rain McLean. Great reset by Jack Hughes. Blady roll curve by Cameron Agnew finds Nicky. And Nicky finds Ross in the center for the end zone score. 2-love to the red team. Probably, but probably will go to bed. Ewan, I'm always late because I'm taking a shit Halliwell, turns up late for the game.
He does what we like to call a boring macro boy. He is a safe dump option.
Taking heavy dumps, not on the pitch, on the crapper. We go into this point with Haley pulling to the bib team. A great forehand pull, maybe high for the brick, and it's bricked by Penny Burns. Penny Burns, I was right. Oh, it's hammered to the wrong team. I think there was some... Jack makes the great handler cut, but immediately loses the disc. And it's a great score by Callum Armour.
They bring one back in it. The game is now 2 to the red and 1 to the mid. Guess how we have
Ian Lindsay finding time to amuse himself whilst being a pundit. And on the other flip side. It is sandstorm though, so dancing is acceptable, as Martin there proves for us. It's a lovely floaty disc, and I think it was grounded. It is. A lefty, and Lewis Hancock is D'd there by Ross Drummond. Haley wide open for the swing. Eddie with a great handler cut. Haley with a spill on the side of the pitch. Martin the Rain McLean will start us off. He looks off Lewis, he looks off Chris. He's not even on the pitch. He's now thrown to center to Miro. Miro with the air bounce forehand to Lewis for the score. Great score and great comeback there from 2-love down. The Bibs take it to 2-all. The Huck Buddy red team are looking tired after playing the first game. Let's see how they fare in the rest of the match. I have to say it's a very tall team here. The roster for the bib team is really a real tall team, you know, they got a lot of height on them. Let's see if they use that in their ISO play. A great pull there, straight to Cammy. Jack takes it to the handler, looks off Cammy up the line, and he pings it across, and Nicky just misses it. It's a great floaty disc, Callum Omer takes it. It's bladed, Chris Polly is not in. I don't think. They take the score anyway. Had they asked the observer, I don't think it would have been a score. Great play all the same, shall we say. Miro, I learned to play Frisbee before I could walk. Stankovic takes the disc for the pull. His frisbizzle skills are simply out of this world. And it's a great air bounce pull, although it does fall very short. Oh, that's too easy there for Cameron Agnew in the corner to score. A great scooper put up by Ross. I've also been playing for a very long time from it. Current score is 3-2 to the Huck buddies. Eddie being very pernickety there, asking for the score.
Sorry, mate. I have the power to just minus a point here. sorry,
He's going for the invert. Oh, and they're all offside. Someone should call that, definitely. The pull is dropped, however, we will continue with Jen on the front of the end zone. Back of the end zone, let's go for that one. To the rhythm and rhymes of Eminem. We love it. Nicky looks open for the swing. Dump, rather. Sorry, my bad. Up the line, cut is there. The disc is there, but Chris Polly with a great D. Some say his name is KP, other nuts. It's a floater, and misses everyone except Cameron Agnew, who brings the disc up in the center of the pitch. Jack cuts to the break side. Cuts to the open side and receives the disc. Ewan Halliwell looks open in the end zone, but is looked off by Jack Hughes. Nicola Shaw picks the disc up on the edge of the middle of the field. Cameron goes to the up the line. A great cycle play on their ISO. Cameron Agnew miles open in the middle of the pitch. The high-speed cutting of the red team is truly sensational to watch. Stimulating and riveting. Great D there, Poachy D by Martin. The Rain McLean. No one cuts under for the bib team. No one was stalling for the non-bib team. Martin picks the disc up near his own end zone. That's a drop by Jen. Haley will leave the disc. Haley will pick the disc up. Ewan Halliwell goes for the score, and it's through his hands. In other news, Aldi sell great chocolate. Good D there by Jack. Great dump by Nicola.
Younger brother fairly coming up the ranks.
Dump and swing by Nicola Shaw to Jack Hughes in the middle of the pitch. Bring the disc up. Down the line cut by Cameron Agnew. Looked off again. But he finds Nicky. No, he doesn't. An incomplete play. Martin McLean picks the disc up, wangs it to the end zone, and it's through Anna's hands. Unlucky. Great cut there by Anna Biernacka. It's a floaty disc. Nicola Shaw gets it in the middle. Right in front of the end zone. Dump and swing to Jack Hughes in the middle. What can he do from this position? The hammer looks on. He up the lines it to Nicola Shaw. Then sends out a fairly bog standard cut. Fooling nobody there. A floaty disc, can she bid for it? No. An incomplete play. Martin the Rain McLean brings the disc up on the side of the pitch in his own half. A great disc to Callum Armour. Finds Chris Polly. Not a score. Incomplete. A floaty disc. Martin the Rain McLean for the score.
No, it can't be.
No, it can't be. The Reds started this end, so it can't be. It's when they have such long points, everyone forgets the bloody score. It can't be because they started.
Well, we need a scoreboard.
Yeah, we really do. Does anyone know the score?
Got some communication errors at the moment.
Our electronic scoreboard is not functioning right now, and our brains can't cope with the long points. So to be honest, nobody has a bloody clue what the score is. Great cut there by Jen, but it's incomplete. Jack! Ewan! Get Jack, what's the score? Great cut there by Lewis Hancock. He finds Miro. Great cut again. No look forehand swing. Bringing the disc up in the middle of the pitch is Lewis Hancock. A great disc there by Penny. Superb handling skills shown. Unlucky there by Mr. Fisher, who I don't know the name of. Ross Drummond bring the disc up. Finds Eddie. Dumps it back to Ross Drummond. They're queuing up in the end zone, but no one is free. Dump swing back to Nicola Shaw. Eddie fumbles. Incomplete play. It's a great disc, and it's incomplete. An unlucky missed opportunity there potentially. Eddie Hessel in the middle of the pitch. Nicky Shaw cuts down the line. Ross Drummond cuts down the line. He gets it. In the middle for the score is Nicola Shaw. And she spikes the disc aggressively. No one likes to see that in this pitch these days. I'm not keeping score. It's my pundits, Ian and Johnny. What's the score? 5-3 apparently. You don't know?
We need a paper and pen. 5 feet we think. You started down this end, didn't you? Well, there's no paper and pen or anything to write it with.
Have you got whiteboards?
Someone get a bloody phone out.
That's not good, that's not long.
Oh, Johnny Tan, you did it, son. For the 2 games we can check. How long left?
8 minutes.
Great score there by Jack Hughes.
Yeah.
6-3 Reds. 6-3 Reds. I'm going for the MLU commentary of these games.
Alright, okay. How's that going?
Pretty well. My favourite phrase is bringing up the disc in the middle of the pitch, even though you don't move with the disc. Elevates is also a favourite.
Where should you put this to the front? Where should you put it in the front there?
Great score by the Bibs. In the name of... No. How does it go? My wrist is beginning to strain. Holding this bloody thing up. I might just rest it here. Oh, wrist. Yeah, it's really wide angle. Almost too wide angle, because I think the far end zone is actually going to be too unclear, like too zoomed out. Oof, light.
I think watching last year's ones on YouTube, this end zone was always really hard to see.
Yeah, it's just done with Cammy's camera.
Yeah.
Great cut there by Haley Dalman. Great high release backhand to find Ross Drummond on the side of the pitch. Nicola Shaw with the upline cut. Cammy cuts from the end zone, takes it off his own.
It's a lefty backhand. Oh, I thought.
A great floater there by Kavanagh finds Haley in front of the pitch. Bringing up the disc in the middle. Ross Drummond. Blades it. Nikki Shaw does not make the catch. Incomplete play. Miro bringing the disc up.
When you're playing at this high level, I mean,
just can't afford those drops in
you
this.
gotta make those grabs.
And Chris Polly elevates Martin the Rain McLean in the middle of the pitch, bringing the disc up.
His time in the end of the
He finds Callum Armour for the score that I probably
one of our top
missed.
stars this season. He is really coming into his own. They're back within one.
6-5 to the red team.
Time remaining.
6-5. Lewis, I always want to know the score. Hancock is questioning the score. Get on with the game is what we say. Oh, that pull is truly dreadful. With all the years of experience, we think he can do better. In fact, we know he can do better.
I think he was aiming for the basket.
Maybe Miro is confused with a sport site. Too easy there from the Reds. A brick score.
It's a little bit boring, this one. The bloody oh, captain banter. A little bit of a hip fire from the captains there. That's right, you take a sub, Cameron.
Star player Cameron Agnew takes a sub. Let's see how it affects their play in this point. Will they roll with an ISO against the insane height of the Bibs team?
I expect they'll throw less, wanky shit.
Great analysis here by our very own pundit, Jake Burgess.
It's actually Burgess. It's the same name.
Incomplete play, Eddie drops.
By Jonathan Ferry.
And it's a score by KP, otherwise known as Nuts, the bag of nuts. KP also made crisps.
They brought it back to one single point. Oh!
The crowd here at the CSR Arena are going wild.
Captain Cameron Agnew is back on the field. He looks ready to throw, to run, to dive his way into arms.
It's a floaty pull by Martin the Rain McLean.
Jack!
It's straight up, and it's D'd by a poachy Martin. He finds Miro. No, he doesn't. It's the easy score for Edward Hessel.
Good recovery play. Good recovery.
High fives all round for Huck Buddies. A rather grotesque name, if you ask me.
At the Christian College. we refer to the.
You're down by 2. You're down by 2.
8-6.
8-6. Sorry, I was wrong. I thought that'd be easier.
It's a brick pool, will Anna call it? Oh my god.
Oh my god, Haley Dalman. Oh my god.
Ewan Halliwell with the score. The Bibs need to really get themselves in gear here for the last few minutes of the game. Sorry, I stand corrected, just 1 minute remaining. Ross Drummond brings the disc up for the pull. Miro to catch in the centre of the pitch. Chris Polly there, always free, always ready. However, his forehand up the line shot to the end zone hits indeed by Cameron. That touched the curtain, so will not count. Great spirit of the game there. They call the curtain touch. Haley Dalman rather. Oh, KP using his, and he throws it long, and oh, it's an incomplete play on the end zone. Martin the Rain McLean may be injured. This does not look good. The Bib team need to sub right now. Very quick sub there.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on!
Complete anarchy at the end of the game there, with them going for the Hail Mary greatest low-look chicken wing scoober. So, our very own pundits here back to the studio. How do we feel that game went for either team? First you, Johnny.
I think the Reds were already nice and warm.
Very
So
true.
they're up to the game already.
How about you, Ian? How did you find the Bib team played? Did they use their height well in their ISO? Thanks, great analysis.